So there was a guy named Joey, and he messaged me on Facebook telling me how obsessed he was with my sister's teeth and how he literally needed to go on a date with my sister. So I said, okay, where do you live? And he said, oh, I live actually 2 blocks away from you. So I'm like, all right. So December 9, 2009, I actually walked to his house. They have a couple drinks. All of a sudden, I hear doom, 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 doom. There was his sister. She turned around. She mean-mugged me. Okay? And said, who the fuck are you? And I said, my name is Terry. And she says, like, you know, look like, I don't know who the fuck you are, but get the fuck out of my house kind of look, you know? And then I actually got up and said, I just want to warn you guys, but I would not go near the bathroom for at least 10 minutes because the bathroom is going to literally reek. And she said, what did you say? And so I repeated myself, and she said, I effing love you. And then gave me the biggest hug. Now, why am I talking about this? Because that girl is my best friend Amanda of 16 years. December 9, 2009, I met her, and we became inseparable. She died March 31st, 2025, 52 days ago. And the pain has not gotten any better. So yes, I came out here to talk about grief and the stages of grief. So Amanda and I, literally, right away, we were inseparable. If I was in her house, she was at my house. Or at our best friend Charlie's house. Like, we were literally inseparable. We did every single thing together. Sorry. I don't think I can get through this video without crying. It's hard. But there is 7 stages of grief you guys need to know. But when it comes to friendships, especially when it's unexpected, and it's not one when a person, you know, unfortunately takes their life, but something just happens to them, it's really different. It's different than losing, you know, a grandparent or parent, sibling, cousin, aunt, or uncle. You know, I would not wish them even my worst enemy. Okay? Amanda was the kind of person that literally anybody that gave me issues, she was like the big sister that I needed, because she would stick up for me, like, you know, and she loved my family loved her, and vice versa. Her family loved me and I loved them. She even married my husband. Her ashes are actually right in here. I love this girl. Literally, Amanda was the best person I ever knew in my entire life. She really truly was. She is. There's not one thing, like even having, you know, just seeing this seat right here, or just being in the Jeep, anywhere I go, I automatically have a memory of her, because that's how much we were together. The best thing about her was that she loved, okay, and she's an Aquarius woman, right? And I'm a Virgo woman. If you guys know Aquarius woman and Virgo woman, they do not mix well. But she said it's because I was so blunt, I'm real, and I'm honest. And that's why she loved me so much. And because I was funny and talkative, consistent, you know, she said she loved everything about me. There wasn't one thing that she didn't love about me. And same with her. She made me feel protected. She made me feel complete. Like, we had so many sleepovers. We had so many messed up nights. We had so many fun sober nights. We've had more sober nights than, you know, messed up nights. But you get my drift. There's not one thing that doesn't remind me of her. But I'm going to go through the 7 stages of grief that you need to know, okay? And maybe will help you if you're going through what I'm going through. So the 7 stages of grief of losing a best friend. And I'm sorry, this is going to be a really hard one to make because it's been 52 days, but it feels like it just happened yesterday. But we're going to get into it. So, here we go. So before I start the video, I just want to let you know that there is no amount of time when you're ever going to get over it or move forward. Okay? Everybody grieves, different ways. Honestly, when she died, a huge chunk of me left with her. And even though, yes, I do have, an urn and also a necklace urn of her, I don't think I'll get over it for years. I don't think I'll ever be myself fully. Not 100%. And if I act like I am, it's literally fake. Just so you guys know, because I've never had or gone through this kind of pain. But let's get, I'm sorry, it was a long intro, but let's, get to the stages of grief. So here we go. So the stages of grief are denial and shock, anger and bargaining, depression, acceptance and hope, pain and guilt, the upward turn, and lastly, reconstruction and working through. Now I'm going to tell you what all 7 of these mean. So number 1, what is denial and shock? Denial and shock is a state of disbelief and numbed feelings. You think to yourself, that didn't really happen. No, they're still here. They're still alive. Like, no, they're gonna pop up and say, gotcha, like when you go to their wake, right? Like I was expecting. Number 2, anger and bargaining. This is when you are lashing out your loved ones, even when you don't mean to. You truly don't mean to, but they really get, the crappy end of it. Because when you lash out at them, especially, your partner, they feel like, what did I do? Like, I've been here for you, but you can't help it, right? And you also, pray to God, if you believe in that, or just any higher power, that you will do anything, like, let's say, for example, I will stop, smoking cigarettes just to have them back. Please bring them back. I will do anything to have them back. Please. Okay? And then you'll start to scream and yell, if you believe in God, and say, God, this wasn't their time. Bring them back to me. Give them back. Bring them back. It wasn't their fucking time. You'll just keep yelling, and you'll just... Anyway, 3rd stage, depression. This is one of the worst stages, okay? This is where you literally isolate yourself from everybody, okay? And this is where you start to think to yourself, can I actually really live without them? Can I truly live without them? 4th stage, pain and guilt. Yes, pain and guilt. It's when you start to feel the loss is unbearable, and it's usually like, right away, right? Where you're kicking and you're screaming, and you're yelling, and then you start to feel like a burden around everybody, and you feel like you're making everybody's life harder because of how you're acting. But they're still there for you because they understand, but they don't. And you literally feel like you cannot go a day without them because you literally feel like you can't. I'm sorry for crying, and I know a lot of people don't understand me what I'm saying when I'm crying, but I'm trying. But you start to tell yourself, I wish I would have hung out with them one last time. Or bad things, which I'm not going to promote on here. But you get my drift. The 5th stage, acceptance and hope. That's when you gradually start to accept the death of your best friend and start to accept this new way of living without them, and not moving forward, but just living life a different way. Like, you'll say things to yourself, I'm so grateful for all the memories I had with them, but I still wish they were here. The upward turn. And in this stage, the anger and pain have died down a lot. And you're more in a relaxed and calm mode. But then you start to think to yourself, this has been so hard. But this will never be goodbye. Ever. And some people, move on to this stage really quickly. Some people don't. I'm nowhere near this stage. Nowhere near. And last but not least, reconstruction and working through. You start to put, pieces of your life back together. You start telling yourself, I need to move forward in my life because, so-and-so will want me to. And also things like, I learned so much from her. She'll be so proud of me. She'll be so proud of me. I know she is. She's taught me so much. So I know I can do it. I'm going to start living my life for her. And through her. And for her. Everything I do in my life is for her. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to live my life. Everything is for her. Or him. Whoever your best friend is, right? And then obviously you start to, remember that you realize what true friendships are like, or what they're supposed to be like because of them. Because reminisce on all the memories we have with them. Now again, remember, there is no time of grieving. You can literally grieve for years. Sometimes people take, a couple months, or half a year, or even a year. Sometimes people take, 20 years. But no one ever gets over it. You'll never get over it. You never will. So now that I explained those 7 stages, one thing you should know is that there is no certain order of them, okay? You can literally go through all those 7 stages and go back, to them, but in different parts. So you can literally, be depressed, and then the next week you can literally be, working on yourself and your goals and your future. And then the next week it could be anger. You can be so angry at, God or your higher power, and be like, why? Because I know my husband told me that when I got that phone call from Joey, when he told me that she was gone, I actually don't even remember the first 2 days after I got the phone call, but my husband told me that he literally had to hold me in the bathroom because I was kicking the walls, punching the walls, punching my fucking head, hitting the back of my head because I had BPD. Okay, so instead of hurting others, I hurt myself. Crying. He said it sounded like a soldier crying, or a soldier cry. He said he's never heard anybody like that before. And I guess I cried literally for 2 days straight. And I don't remember a single thing. I just know that she was dead. And then I kept telling him, no, I'm gonna call him. I guess I tried calling her. I looked at my phone log, and yeah, I kept calling her. And then he told me that I literally believed that the phone was ringing. And he's like, baby, no. And I texted her. I still text her even now. I saw her daughter, who just turned 5. My daughter and I went to her birthday party because I love the little girl. But either way, next section, which is tips on how to deal with grief. So let's get into that. This is longer than what I anticipated, so I'm so sorry, but just bear with me, okay? So I hope I'm helping you guys, but here's tips on how to deal with it. So number 1, remember that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry, okay? It's okay to be angry. Your feelings are validated, okay? No matter how long it takes. And if you're with a partner that's like, it's been like, this much time, move on, then literally get rid of them, because they were not, no, that's not right. Because nobody has, a grief period time. Like, there's no grief period of time, especially when it comes to a best friend, okay? Rely on your close family and the close friends you still have left, and spend as much time as you can with them, because nobody knows. No, you know, we may not wake up tomorrow. So tell your loved ones every single day that you love them, every single day, because Amanda did that every single day. And I had a bad feeling too, literally 2 days before she died, or she passed. And she actually passed on my sister's birthday. Yes, she passed away on my sister's birthday. So they're not forever connected. Sorry, I also told my brother-in-laws too. But anyway, know that you are going to have good days, and you're going to have really bad days. And the good days are going to be really good, and the bad days are going to suck. And if you are starting to have bad thoughts, you need to seek professional help. Okay? Now, here are some things to avoid while you are grieving. Your mental health, like mentally and emotionally, will be so impacted if you avoid, ignore, or deny yourself that you are grieving. Okay? And if you continue this, like, it will literally eat you alive, and it will be so bad for you, like, where people will literally start to think that you're not okay. Like, it can actually physically hurt you too. So do not ever be, afraid to express your grief. Do never avoid it. Don't hide it. If you are sad, show it. If you're mad, show it. Okay? Don't be scared, because it will literally affect your health in every single way possible. Like, actually make you physically sick, because that's what it did to me. Here's a few things to know, okay? So here's some known facts. Everybody goes through grief, okay? Every single person in this world goes through grief. Every single person grieves differently, like I said before. But going through those 7 stages actually does help you heal in time. But what happens during grief? Well, like I said before, you will feel empty, you'll scream, you'll cry, you'll blame others, you'll lash out at every single person, that, like, if you're on the road, you'll lash out at them, because I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been doing that at my husband, not my kids though, but my parents, my sisters, like, every single person, I've been lashing out at. Well, I don't mean to. Even one of my best friends I did. And I didn't mean to. Because that's just part of it. You're going to feel like you are empty and that no one understands what you're going through. And no one actually does understand, the exact extent you're going through. No one does. And your feelings are validated. Remember that. Your feelings are fucking validated. You are validated to how you're fucking feeling, okay? And if it takes you fucking years, you know what? Your feelings are fucking validated. You are not alone, okay? You are not alone. Even though you feel like you're alone and you're empty, you are not alone. So please reach out, seriously. If you feel like you can't talk to anybody, call out to your best friend, because I assure you, they will literally send you a sign that they are right there next to you. Because trust me, my best friend, whenever I'm having especially a bad day and I'm just breaking down and I'm isolating myself, I'm like, Amanda, talk to me, and show me a sign, and she'll knock. She makes herself known every single day. But if I need to talk to her, just to have her, give me yes or no answers, she'll do it. Or I'll even use my tarot cards, just to get some answers from her. And it works. And it makes me feel better. But then, obviously, a half hour later, I go back to that same feeling again. But either way, next one. All of these feelings will keep coming and going for a fucking very long time. I don't know the exact amount of time, but it will keep going back and forth for a long fucking time. So don't expect, when you're gonna be healed, because you're never gonna fucking be fully healed. You're never gonna be fucking healed from losing your best friend. Ever. especially one that impacted your life so much in a positive way. And last but not least, just know that your best friend is with you always. Always. Like, my best friend, like a long time ago, okay, back in our, days, she promised us, like, that if she ever been, loved for us, that she would haunt us, and she would make sure that we would know. I know she does make sure that we know. She makes her rounds. But keep yourself busy. Keep yourself occupied. I need to start doing that. I need to start listening to, my own advice. Because if you don't, you're literally gonna lose it and spiral. And then think of ways like, what if I could have prevented it somehow? Because that's what I've been doing, right? But seriously, rely on the people that you have left that love you. Because there are people that truly do love you, and they want to see you, get through this. And yes, it's gonna take a long time, like I said. So I really hope you guys learn just anything from this video. I just had to talk about grief because my best friend of 16 years, like, she was the best person I ever knew. I mean, for God's sake, she was our, my fucking, officiant, like, at my wedding. That meant so much to me. I didn't ask her. She is the one that said, I'll do it. Like, she did so good. And that memory I'll always have, with me. It affected my daughters, because my daughters loved her so much. They loved her so much. But anyway, she's the true best friend that I've known for over half my life. There's never that I can literally get into fights with and then make up, literally like the next day like nothing happened. Or even like the next minute. Like we'll be laughing like, what the fuck were we even fighting about? Like what? And the thing is, we're complete opposites. Like, our signs are not supposed to get along, but me and her, she said that I'm the only Virgo she has ever fucking liked and loved. Because I'm not like other Virgos. So, but that meant a lot to me. Even her father, the last time we hung out, her father told me, thank you for being her true best friend. And I said, wait, what do you mean? He's like, thank you for being there for her. And I was like, of course. I was like, but what do you mean though? He's like, thank you. Just thank you. You have no idea. Thank you. So when I went to the, the funeral or the wake services, her father and her brother literally asked me to sit up front. So it was me, her brother, her cousin, her dad, and her grandma. Everybody else sat behind us. And when they asked me that, I felt more than honored. I was like, oh my god, yeah. And she had other best friends that were there. But he said that I was truly her best friend. And that I was the only best friend of hers that she's never, ever wanted to, with. Because she always did with others. But reminisce on the funny, memories you have with, your best friend. They're there with you. They love you. And they don't want you to hurt yourself, so remember that. Anyway, I'm gonna end this out. I love you guys, and I hope you guys learned something. And I'm sorry for talking so fast, but this video is longer than I expected. But peace and love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ain't gone away, 'cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know so nice. Up in heaven since you were